Hey, what's up, nerds? This is Lagrebus here. I'm going to be talking about Keqing today. We're going to be going over 5 tips, tricks, and interesting things that I find about Keqing that you guys may not know. So the first thing that I find really interesting about Keqing is that she actually loves rock music. She actually loves Jin Yang's music. And despite not liking the gods, she actually does like Zhongli, and she has stuffed animals of Rex Lapis in her home. And if you don't believe me, go look at her lore, go look at her story, and you will see this. And I find this really interesting. I think it's really funny. And that's just a quick number one. For 2 on our list for Keqing is just her versatility in moving around the map. Like, if you do these time trials, the fact that she can just like teleport in essentially any direction, although it's limited, there's a limited height, uh, honestly gives her an edge, or gives you an edge to complete the challenge quicker and get a better time. Continuing with number 2 in our list, Keqing can also do some really interesting things like move around domains. A few of the domains you can actually reach the other side if the domain is already started and there's that wall that's in the way that you can't get past because your teammates started before you. First of all, you want to just like get on top of the fire. This is just one example. Use your E ability, go up as high as possible. Let's hope I don't mess up. You fly around the corner, you can get here, and you can use your E, get up top on top of here. Obviously this is kind of glitchy, but you can totally do this. Then you can press E again, fly yourself out as high as possible, and you're just going to fly towards this first block here. And it's going to basically set it up where you're just going to continue to fly without landing on this block. So what you want to do is you want to get to this block here, move as far as possible to the front, press space, then you're going to start falling, but you're not actually falling. And eventually the game will kind of unglitch. You can't move, otherwise it'll start pushing you off, so you want to just stay put and only aim with your E ability, aim it up as high as possible. Alright, once you get up, you can now watch your friends fight and die from the other side. Pretty sure this is all patched out. Number 3 on our list is more of just a tip, and this tip is use your elemental skill before you use your Q. That way your E ability will refresh by the time your Q is done. Your E should be ready to go. So if you're building for an electro build, this is very ideal. But it's also just a nice way to get extra damage. And the tip I have basically is place it above your Q. That way you can use it during your last final strike. That way you don't get hit, because I find myself getting hit a lot when I play Keqing. When I use her Q at the very end, if I don't dash, if I'm fighting like a lava churl or something and I don't kill it, obviously, with my Q, there's so much flashing around that I find myself getting hit. So I like to just place this, press my Q, press my E, and then drop down and attack, and then my E is ready to go again. Takes some like getting used to, like making sure to set it up that way. But but you'll find it's super nice being able to just press your Q, and as soon as that last animation shows up, because you end up, the animation ends, right, and then you become vulnerable right as that final slash happens with Keqing. And what's really nice is you can just press press E. So just press E as soon as you become vulnerable again, and then you'll fly above the enemies, well, typically all the enemies, and then you can do some additional damage and do a plunging attack, and then you can start your pressing E again and starting to build up that elemental energy. Once again, as an example, so by playing this way, it lets you really play fast and stay on top of things, because Keqing is pretty weak, so I would definitely utilize this as much as you can. And her plunging attack does a decent amount of damage. Granted, my levels are really low right now. For example, my talent levels, I'm only level 4, level 5, and level 5. So my talent's pretty low, so my damage isn't going to be super high. But your damage may differ. So number 4 on our list is she has a throwing knife. And no other character has a aiming ability like this besides archers who have charge shots. But the simple fact that you can just use her E ability to throw something like this, kill fish, kill birds, kill boar, kill anything, I think it's super effective. I feel like I talk about animals in every single one of these episodes, and I probably still will for basically every character, because every character has some interesting way to either kill fish, kill boar, kill something. I really like killing fish with her ability because it also electrifies the water, so you can actually take out multiple of them at the same time, making it really easy. If you can do that, and you don't feel like an electro god or a badass, then I don't know what you need to do. But this is one of my favorite things to do with Keqing. Hunt animals with throwing knives. Number 5 on our list for Keqing, you would assume that you could teleport as far as you want, right? With her elemental skill. When you press E, you throw it, and you're like, oh, I can teleport as far as I want. But that's not actually the case. Let's say I'm trying to move to this tree. I'll place my sigil in front of the tree. I'll run. Press E, travel about half distance. Stand to about where I'm going to throw it to, right? Throw it to the tree, run. Press it, travel much farther, much closer. Maybe 75% versus 50%. So it's kind of just an observation that I had. I think it's really interesting. So if you place it, you're not actually going to go as far. If you move back, it will travel about half as far as if you just press E, run away. I traveled basically all the way to it. So just keep that in mind. I think that's something interesting, and that's going to be number 5. Hey guys, that's all I have for you today. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or you want to chit chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to come back. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for watching.